Melbourne's Shrine of Remembrance is closed to the public today due to COVID-19 restrictions, but that hasn't stopped about 50 to 60 people from gathering here to pay their respects to our servicemen and women. Most people gathered just before 6 o'clock this morning. Some gathered around the eternal flame, and others were here just to take part in a minute's silence. Now, the people who I spoke to this morning have described this morning as a peaceful and moving one.
I think everybody is honouring the social distancing. So yes, it's lovely to be able to be here.
Very sombre, very dignified, and very pleased to be here. I would like to thank everyone who turned up, and it was done in a very peaceful, dignified way.
It means a lot, I think, to be here today, and a sense of real closeness and connection.
The Shrine of Remembrance has always been a place for Victorians to come and grieve and pay their respects as individuals or as families or as a community. It was originally created to meet the needs of a grieving community following the extensive loss of life from the First World War. 114,000 Victorians enlisted in the First World War, and of the 89,000 who served abroad, 19,000 were killed. Now, the Melbourne Shrine of Remembrance has added other memorials to the site since opening, such as the Second World War forecourt. Now, a small service was held inside this morning. This was closed to the public, but it was live streamed.
We recall all those who gave their lives in the merchant services and in British, Commonwealth and Allied forces. We think of every man and woman who in those crucial hours died so that the lights of freedom and humanity might continue to shine. May they rest proudly in the knowledge of their achievements, and may we and our successors in that heritage prove worthy of their sacrifice.
Usually thousands of Victorians would be here today to commemorate Anzac Day, but this year many Victorian families have been commemorating the day from their homes. I spoke with one resident who was playing the last post at 6 o'clock for his neighbours.
Hopefully it means a lot, because for me, being passionate, it's almost an honour. Like, I had dreams of maybe being in the military one day and maybe being the bugle player. So it's something very special, and I hope it makes the veterans happy that we've still got the Anzac spirit at heart.
Of course, we're living in, unbelievable times at the moment, and so we can't get the community together. So anything that we can do to bring the community together is a great thing, and I think Anzac Day this year is, in its unique way, it's a once-off only, is bringing the Victorian community together.
Certainly a very unique Anzac Day this year, but one we'll never forget.
Absolutely, Gabby, and usually the focus is on the cities and of course the marches, but the heartbeat of Anzac Day 2020 is very much residential streets and lounge rooms and garages and homes.